Hi guys, Frank here from Build Your Own. Yesterday I removed and replaced the grill on my truck and I put in new headlights. Today we are going to get a new battery. I was thinking I like those Optima batteries, and so I want to research real fast and see if an Optima battery is online near me. So let's go inside and take a look at those Optima batteries. So yeah, we'll replace the battery today, get a new battery. And then in one of the other videos, you know, I detailed the truck so it's all clean, the truck is all shiny, but not so much in the engine compartment. The engine compartment is really dirty. So in addition to getting a new battery, an Optima battery, I want to power wash this engine compartment without getting it overly soaked and see if maybe we can make it look a little bit better under here. But first, let's go inside, jump on the computer real quick and see if there's an Optima YellowTop, because I want the deep cycle battery. I want the Optima YellowTop battery, and I want to see if it's available at one of the parts stores near me.
Okay, so here we are on the Optima website. First thing I want to do is find out the exact Optima battery that's best for my truck. And so we got to first put in our year, make, and model. I have a 1994 Chevy C1500. Let's see, Chevrolet C1500. It's got the V6 engine, which is a 4.3 liter. They say find your battery. I want to get the YellowTop battery. The YellowTop battery is a deep cycle battery. They're made for, like, if you're going to run a lot of accessories, and in the future I want to get a stereo and get an alarm system as I continue to fix this truck up. So they're giving us the different YellowTop batteries and the red top batteries. So the YellowTop batteries are just a deep cycle battery, and the price difference is really to me negligible. And so based on that, I want to get this YellowTop battery. I want to get the YellowTop D3478. It seems like it just has more coal cranking amps. It's got 750. And yeah, this red top does, but it's not a deep cycle battery. And this other deep cycle battery, it's got 620, this D7525. So the D3478, this one here, seems like the way to go. It's got up to 3 times longer life. It's 15 times more vibrant resistance. You know what? I'll end up doing a review of this battery a little bit later. But for today, we just wanted to pick out which one was best for my Chevy C1500. And that's going to be this D3478. Now that we know that, let's jump over to O'Reilly's website. O'Reilly's is an auto parts store that's just down the street from me. I want to see if they have this battery in stock for my truck. And if they do, then we're going to go down there and get it. Okay, very cool. So here's that Optima YellowTop battery, the D3478. Fits my 1994 C1500 pickup truck with rear-wheel drive, because my truck is rear-wheel drive. It's not four-wheel drive. It's two-wheel drive. And they say free pickup in store, and it's in stock. It's in stock right now. So we're going to head over there, and we're going to go pick up this Optima YellowTop battery. But while we're over there, remember I also said that I wanted to power wash and degrease the engine. So while we're on O'Reilly's website, let's see what engine degreasers and stuff like that they have real fast. Okay, so they look like they have their own brand of O'Reilly engine degreaser. Might get some of that. This is what I was looking for, the gunk. Might get some gunk engine degreaser. So yeah, it looks like all this stuff is in stock at the store right now. So okay, let's head over to O'Reilly's, go grab that battery, and go grab some engine degreaser. Then we'll head over to the car wash and power wash the motor real fast, and then we'll get that battery installed and all of that there. Let's go.
All right, so we're here at O'Reilly's, and we're gonna go in and get a battery. Look at that lowered Chevy that's over there. Looks pretty cool. We're not gonna go walk up on it or anything, but we'll go. We'll run into O'Reilly's. Well, maybe we'll go take a look. It looks pretty cool. It's interesting. I don't want to lower mine like that, but it's interesting. That's the other version of what you could do with a Chevy. Mine looks a little bit different than that. But yeah, let's run in and get that Optima battery and get some engine degreaser. Okay, so here it is, the Optima YellowTop battery. What was it, D3475? And then I bought some gunk engine degreaser, and then I bought this engine protectant, some shine. I don't really do the Armor All thing, and this seemed interesting, so I'm willing to give it a shot. So now, before we go install this battery and replace with the, get rid of the old one, let's go to the, you know, self-serve car wash, spray some of this stuff on there, power wash the engine. I got these bags, these plastic bags, and some towels so I can cover up the alternator and the distributor and things like that. So let's head over and go power wash the engine real fast. Okay, so we're here at the car wash, and I am going to cover up the battery, and I'm going to cover up the alternator, and I'm going to cover up the distributor that's back there, the electrical things that probably don't want to get wet. I'm not going to try to spray any of that stuff directly, but you know how it goes. So we don't want to get the engine overly wet, so let me get that stuff covered up. I saw an interesting video on YouTube where the guy that was getting ready to power wash his engine, in addition to, before he used plastic to cover the electrical things, he used a microfiber towel. So I'm going to put a microfiber towel over the electrical pieces, and then I'll put some plastic on top of it to see how that goes. Okay, so I've covered the areas up really, really well, I think, with both a microfiber towel and a plastic bag. So now the electrical areas should not get wet. I'm gonna really try to not spray them directly, and I'll just have to wipe those areas, wipe around the, well, I'm gonna replace the battery, so it doesn't really matter there. Gonna have a brand new looking battery there, but I'll wipe around the areas where maybe the plastic has covered it up from getting clean. So now I can go ahead and grab that gunk, that engine degreaser, and go ahead and read the directions really fast, and then spray it on this engine compartment. Okay, so I've sprayed all the engine degreaser on there. I can see where I've actually missed a spot over here. I've sprayed all the engine degreaser, and I'm going to go and get some quarters, and then I will power wash this engine compartment, and hopefully, and it looks really good up here, I did all that, hopefully it comes out looking really good, and the truck starts, and everything will be good, and nothing will go bad with it. So let me go do that so I can rinse this stuff off and get the truck started back up. Okay, well, it's power washed. It's very wet under here. Questionably, I don't know if it looks any better, honestly. We'll have to see after it dries off. It'll probably look a little bit better. The alternator is dry. The battery is dry. The distributor is dry. I see like one droplet of water on the distributor. The valve cover still looks super dirty. So, I mean, I'm gonna wipe it. We'll see if it comes clean. But here's the moment of truth. Let's see if the truck just turns right over on the very first crank. Let's just see. Hopefully it does. Yeah, okay, good to go. All right, well, that's all done. I'm gonna drive around for a minute, get some of this water, because I went ahead and just kind of power wash the rest of the truck, might as well. And so I'm gonna just drive around, let some of that dry up, and then we'll get the battery changed, and maybe I'll dry off the interior, or dry off the engine bay first before we change the battery. And yeah, so let's go do that. All right, well, we're back. The engine's had a chance to dry off because I drove around for a little bit. I mean, I guess it looks its age. It's an old truck. It's 26 years old, and it looks 26 years old inside of this engine bay. But you know what? I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm gonna wipe it down. I'm gonna see what I can wipe it with, and see if we can make it look a little bit better, and then we'll change out that battery. Well, I've got some waxes and some stuff like that I'm gonna put on, like some of this metal down here and things like that, and up under here, and see if I can get it to really clean up and shine up under here. And then I'll use that gunk engine shine for all the hoses and the plastic and stuff like that. So the wax and stuff, I'm just kind of hoping to do it real easy, and I'll try to take it in stages. Hopefully I can try some of this spray wax and it works pretty good. If not, I'll have to get serious and bust out the mitt and like really wax it. But one way or the other, let's see if we can make it look good. All right, the engine compartment's done. I know. You can't believe it. It looks like a new truck under here. It looks better than a new truck under here. Look at that from every angle. It's gorgeous. I just gotta wipe a couple more little spaces. I wanna wipe the other valve cover, actually. And other than that, it looks great. Remember how bad it looked under here just before we went to go wash it? Remember how bad it looked under here? Wow. You know what made it look this awesome? This gunk engine protector shine. I swear, I'm not even trying to do an ad, but you saw what this thing looked like. You saw what it looked like before. Wow, it is cracking up in here. All we need to do now is remove this battery, and then we'll clean around that, and then we'll put in the Optima. Looks like we only need a couple of sockets there, and then one right down there, and then that ought to do it. So let's go ahead and get that changed out. Okay, we got the old battery out. The battery tray looks good. A little rusty, but it's not rusted through. It's very, very fine. It's very solid. The terminals and everything, the battery connections, everything looks good. The ground looks good over there on the fender wall there. The old battery, I think the old battery was probably fine. You know what? I was just hankering for a new battery, and I wanted to put an Optima battery in there because, you know what? I was looking at some of those batteries at O'Reilly's, and honestly, they were $159. I saw ones that were $199. So even though the Optima was over $250, it was just a little bit more, honestly. 75 bucks, 50 bucks. At the end of the day, I love this truck, and it's worth at least that to me. Okay, so we got the battery installed. Everything's hooked up. Everything's secure. Let's walk around and start the truck up. Make sure it all starts right up. Well, I hear sound. The gauge is moved. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, fired right up. Okay, cool. There we go. Sounds great under there, doesn't it? Yeah, sounds good, looks good. This truck is really, really, really coming along. Okay, so the Optima YellowTop battery is installed in my 1994 Chevy C1500 with the 4.3, looking good, and I detailed. At first, I was just gonna power wash. That's the whole thing. We were just gonna power wash the engine bay because it was just looking all kinds of rough. And it's actually turned into a full detail. We've now detailed the engine bay and replaced the, you know, a regular old battery with a deep cell battery, YellowTop Optima. All right, so, oh, I also took that same stuff that shined up this engine. I put it on the front of the bumper, and if you've watched any of his videos, you remember how dry and it was kind of white and chalky. It looks a lot grayer and a lot better. So this truck is really, really coming along. I love this thing. I really, really, really do. I want to just keep taking it further and further and further, and you know what? We're going to. If you found this video helpful, informative, or just entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.